Something that always comes up when people are talking about how to sort of sell and persuade better is the debate of long copy versus short copy. And when we talk about copy, we're of course referring to back in the day when you'd see these kind of really long sales pages, just line after line after line, a few images, header, subheader, more, and you'd have to really scroll down from top to bottom. So, in this day and age where we are very much a quote unquote snacking culture, uh, there's a sentiment that copy does not need to be as long as it once used to be. And when I talk about copy in this situation, and when I'm referring to it from here on out, I'm also referring to webinars. I'm referring to blog posts. I'm referring to videos like this. I'm referring to any sort of presentation where somebody says, look, keep it short, keep it compact so you can keep somebody's attention and you don't bore them and so on and so on and so forth. In the biz, as grisly direct response veterans are often sort of accused of copping out because we like to use two words in particular. The first is it depends. And the second one is, well, you need to test it. And they are our two favorite replies for a reason, because it does depend. And of course, you do need to test. You want to be able to see whether when you do present something that's long, a video that's long, a webinar that's long, a brochure that's long, information that's long, an email that's long, whether it gets the desired result that you wanted to. And the result may be a click, or even better, it is a sale. But the danger that we have always felt, and why we always sort of will stick to the fact that, long copy does work and it can work, is because it is all about the copy resonating with a certain somebody. Okay. That idea, that suggestion, that recommendation that this needs to be created short so it appeals to everybody is one of the most dangerous things that you can ever do with your marketing. As my teacher, Drayton Bird, so fondly used to say, he says, your marketing doesn't need to appeal to everyone, but it must appeal to somebody. I remember the first Daniel Craig as James Bond movie, Casino Royale. Some of you remember that scene when he gets poisoned while he is at the table. And then he goes out to his car and he's there and he sort of manages to contact headquarters in London. And somebody comes on the radio and says to him, listen, Bond, you've been poisoned. You'll be dead in 2 minutes unless you unless you do exactly what I tell you. And Daniel Craig goes, I'm all ears, right? And for good reason. If he didn't listen, he wouldn't be around anymore. So while I don't ever want to sort of say, look, it's a life and death situation, when you think about what is at stake, when the person reading that letter is somebody who realizes that this is very likely an opportunity for me to get from where I am now to where I want to be, they'll read, they'll watch, they'll listen, they'll talk. And the notion that we need to keep it short, to somebody who is prepared to listen and read and learn is a very dangerous one. So you need to kind of bring a lot of elements into play. See, is this an ideal customer? Is this somebody who we know for a fact is interested in what we have to offer? And most importantly, and something that certainly helped me over the time, is having one person and one person's situation in mind whenever you write this sort of stuff. Okay, so we go back to the Bond analogy, which again was a little extreme, but he was of course going to be all ears, because what was the alternative? And we may have somebody who also feels that there's very little alternative for them when it comes to their finances, when it comes to their relationships, when it comes to running their business, when it comes to their looks, their fitness, all these different areas, all these reasons why somebody chooses to be interested in what you've got to offer in the first place. So I've rambled on a little bit, I know, but it's really important, because I saw it today and I saw someone saying, well, look, you just don't want to write all this long stuff like they used to. That doesn't work anymore. That is absolute rubbish. It works. You've just got to make sure that you are saying it to somebody who understands and appreciates the value of what you're saying. Hope that helps. If you need some help with some of your own messaging, emails, videos, you need a sort of extra, albeit expert set of eyes to look over it, I'd love to help you with that. You can go over to muchamarapa.com/creative, muchamarapa.com/creative, where you can send me an email, you can send me a video you've done, you can send me the webinar slides and things like that. We can have a look at the creative, get an idea of whether it's going to convert for you, or if it hasn't been converted, you've just got an extra set of eyes to go on that. I love to do that. I actually geek out on doing that. So just go to muchamarapa.com/creative. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll speak to you again very, very soon.